again for another Lazy Travel Top 5, and this time we're talking about the top 5 kids clubs. And so joining me, I have got Nikki joining us, and I got Tara joining us. So kids clubs, boy, if you've got a good kids club, that's going to make things much easier on you if you're traveling with little ones. So I'm going to kick off, if y'all don't mind.
Go for it.
All right, my first one, I'm going to say it is a kids club. I'm going to say that it's legal, even though it's not a kids club as far as a specific place of a kids club.
I'm so nervous you're going to say mine, because mine's not technically a kids club either.
So my first one is going to be Adventures by Disney.
Okay.
And so they have these, we don't want it's Disney, it does great things, but these are land tours, and they do riverboat too, but they have tours, and some of the activities are for the whole family, and sometimes they split off and have kids go this way with Disney counselors, they call them counselors, or counselors, and adults go this way. But it's great activities and things that are appropriate for the age of the child that they're going to find interesting. Gives adults alone time, and it's done by Disney, and they do things really, really well.
That's a good one, and they go all over. South America, Italy. Yeah,
they have some really cool. This was so open-ended. I was sure that we were not going to have.
Man, we may not. We may not have any crossovers. We don't know yet. So that's my number 5. What is your number 5?
All right, my number 5 is the Disney Aulani Resort, which is going to be on the island of Oahu in Hawaii. They have a really cool little program. They call it the Auntie's Beach House. So they have all kinds of programs and activities all throughout the day for all age groups there. And I made note, it is 5,200 square feet. So it's a pretty huge kids club there. And they even have a little tween and teen zone too for the teenagers. So yeah, that one makes my number 5.
That resort was interesting. They built it, how long ago do you think it was? 5, 6, 7 years ago?
Probably 6, 7 years ago.
So interesting, because when they built it, they designed it, their thought was, like all the other Hawaiian resorts, is that people would stay there and do a few things, and then they'd leave the resort and go do the activities in Hawaii and then come back at night. They didn't leave. People stayed on the resort, so then they had to come up with new restaurants and new things to do on the resort, because people liked the resort, liked staying there, and they weren't really ready for that, so they've had to kind of change it on the fly and got new resorts and new activities. But that is a very strong kids program.
And they did a really good job of keeping with the local culture, and it's not a typical Disney like you would expect to see at Disney World or Disneyland. It's a really nice combination of Polynesian culture and Disney.
Very good. What is your number 5?
Adventures by Disney.
Okay.
I like it so much just because, again, it's not a typical Disney family vacation. When it comes to the river cruises, as an example, you can see multiple countries, unpack once, and instead of trying different foods from different parts of the world, in Epcot and standing in lines and just experiencing, a lot of crowds, it's the complete opposite. Maybe 80 people on a boat, so very boutique, and you have your cruise director for all adult activities, and then there's not character dining, but there's a lot of attention to detail. So there's a storyteller, so when you're seeing a castle in Europe, it's just presented to kids in a different manner. And at breakfast, again, there's not character dining, but they'll make Mickey Mouse pancakes, and again, a lot of attention to detail. So it's a nice way to see Europe with kids. And instead of going to Walt Disney World and staying at the Lodge at the Animal Kingdom, you can actually take an African safari with kids and have a Disney storyteller that kind of puts things in context for them. And it's just really cool.
So as always, we didn't compare lists, and we've got a Disney, and a Disney right off the bat on number 5.
So that's interesting.
What's your number 4?
My number 4, okay, so this one is the Grand Villas. I did the one specifically in Cabo. It's my favorite kids club out of all of the Grand Villases, but all of the Grand Villases, all-inclusive resorts, are phenomenal. Their children's program is a lot more hands-on and a lot more attention to detail than I normally see. I know my teenager, he couldn't stop. He kept wanting to stop in there, and I think that's a test of it, because he's normally a mama's boy and wants to be next to me the whole time. But they had a zone for Fortnite. They had these little cubbies for Fortnite, and then they had like their own bar and pool tables, and it was
The bar is
yeah,
non-alcoholic.
Virgin drink.
Yeah.
Virgin drink.
Yes.
But yeah, it was beautiful too. So the Grand Vilas is going to be my number 4. I like that they are so hands-on there because there's so many cool things for the grown-ups to do at Grand Vilas as well, like gourmet dining, an amazing spa. So if the kids are happy, mom and dad are going to be very happy.
And we actually saw that, well, not that one. We saw the Grand Vilas in Riviera Maya, the 3 of us together. That was the trip where I did not get kicked out of the French restaurant at the private event. And the
oh my gosh!
and I mean, the kids club. I mean, for the teen stuff, you know, it was kind of wanting to stay and play a little bit. I mean, it's for the teens and stuff, and you can't go in there. But it was like, they had cool stuff. They had really nice video games and stuff. So yeah, that's a good pick. What's your number 4?
The Aulani Resort.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because I really wanted on my list to have a property or club or an experience that didn't require a passport.
Oh, there you go.
And of course, Adventures by Disney. I'm thinking Europe. I'm thinking South Africa. I'm thinking these big, amazing trips that you don't typically think of Disney and families and little kids going on. But again, I just wanted something on my list that didn't require a passport, and this does that and still gives you a very unique and different cultural experience. And it's on one of my personal favorite Hawaiian islands. Where that property is located, you're in a more secluded area, but if you rent a car, you can take a quick little trip onto Waikiki in Honolulu, and there's the palace on Oahu, there's different historical museums, there's great shopping, restaurants, there's the palace, just tons of different things to do.
Nice. So for me, I wanted to pick one that, you know, maybe kind of closer as far as, you know, the first one was Adventure by Disney, which may be Europe and stuff, and something that we do sell a good deal of. So I am completely sorry, I completely apologize, but mine is Grand Vilas. So we're completely stepping on each other, you know, totally.
That's a good sign, though.
Yeah, Grand Vilas, very high-end resort, big quality, great food, and the kids program, like I said, it was amazing. When they showed us around, and I saw all the video game stuff they had there, I was like, I kind of want to stay, but I couldn't.
Do you like games?
A little bit, a little bit. So yeah, so again, I'm stepping all over you here. I got Grand Vilas also. Before we go to number 3, let's go ahead and do this week's travel hack.
Hey, it's Audrey. Today's travel hack is going to be about your charging cords. Not every hotel room is going to have an easily accessible USB port. I wasn't able to find one in my room. Other times you have so many different things you're trying to charge that there just isn't enough space. But today I found a hidden little secret that has another port available to you. Try looking behind your TV. I just came back here and found this other little port for another cable. So if you actually just put this right in here, my TV actually needs to be on for it to work, so do try that. And then you've got another space to charge another electronic.
Okay, Nikki, number 3. Who you got for your number 3?
So this one, I like it for a couple different reasons, and it's, for me, I also, like a moment ago, I was mentioning I wanted a option on my list that didn't require a passport. To me, this is going to be the most economical option on my list. I think it's a really good value. The Dreams Playa Mujeres. Super, super easy flights into Cancun. I love that you have full exchange privileges from mom and dad to the Secrets, which is adults only right next door. It is, of course, an all-inclusive property. They have a rock climbing wall, they have a lazy river, they have water slides, they have a dolphin oceanarium right there. You can take a ferry over to Isla Mujeres and then venturing, and that's all right on site at the property, not even including the activities in the kids club. And they have movie nights and all different kinds of things. And then as far as the destination, then you have all of the Mayan ruins, you have shopping, and if you wanted to go into Cancun, you could. There's cenotes, there's different ecological parks, zip lines, horseback riding, ride camels. You can swim with not just dolphins, but manatees, and depending on the season, release sea turtles, go swimming with whale sharks. Yeah, there's just a lot of things to do.
Dreams does a great job. It didn't make my list, but it was really close.
It should have been on my list, but I had a battle.
Yeah, me too. I had a battle, but I think they did a really nice job.
I'm glad it was on somebody's list.
Yeah, me
it's
too.
Definitely worth mentioning.
Me too. For me, number 3 is going to be Club Med. And Club Med has got several family resorts, and it's really an interesting all-inclusive experience. Unlike any other of these all-inclusive properties, it feels like camp. You're getting to know everybody really well. You get to know the counselors really well, and it's really interesting because they'll have tennis lessons for the kids. They'll have just all kind of things. It's a very much of a camp feel.
And they have toddler programs.
Yeah.
So most kids clubs,
yeah.
I don't want to say they're generic, but it's pretty standard for them to accept or have programs for kids that are ages 4, 5 to 11 or 12. So toddler program, a teens program, like those are unique and special.
On this one, it's just so unusual, or so I guess unique, in that the person who is teaching you and your kid tennis during the day is the one doing part of the entertainment at night. And they may not be very good at it, but it's still hilarious because you got a relationship from them from tennis. It's a very much of a camp, and you're kind of in the crowd. A very strong program. I like Club Med a lot. How about you? What you got for your number 3?
My number 3 is going to be the Beaches Turks and Caicos. It's reopening October 2019. So when they reopen next month, it's going to have all kinds of fabulous updates. But it's right in Turks and Caicos, where we have non-stops not only from Dallas, but Miami and a lot of the major U.S. gateways. Some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. They have a contract with Sesame Street, so their kids program is really cute. They'll have make some cookies with Cookie Monster, or science with Super Grover. So they do a fantastic job. They're one of the best when it comes to the kids club. My specifically favorite one is the one in Turks, so the beaches in Turks and Caicos.
And
that's my number 3.
There aren't really water parks like that in very many, Caribbean island destinations. They have some really nice lazy rivers, water slides. If you have kids that get excited about that kind of experience, then they have a really good one.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, did not make my list, but it is right there. It is right there. Okay, so I'm going to kick off number 2. So my number 2 is the FDR Resort in Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
And
Great. I haven't heard that one in a while.
This one is Runaway Bay. And again, I don't want to say I cheated, but the whole thing about the kid club is you're really wanting something that they enjoy, and a way for the parents to have time away on their own. And these guys do have a kids club, and it's a good kids club. The big thing about FDR though is you also get a nanny. So a nanny comes with it, and the nanny's going to help you with the kids. And it's not like a deal where you have a nanny assigned to 20 rooms. It is your nanny for your family for that time each day.
And I think it's worth mentioning real quick that all of the ones we've mentioned, all the ones we partner with, they have certified nannies and babysitting services. So they're CPR certified, and you can feel confident with leaving your precious little ones with them. So
FDR's all-inclusive resort, high quality, has a nanny included with the family program. Really great option, and a good kids program on top of that. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is the Azul Beach Resort Riviera Cancun. It's been a couple different names. Previously it was the Azul Sensatori, but I'm a huge fan of all the Azul resorts. This one is going to make my favorite kids club in the Cancun Riviera Maya area. It's operated by Charisma, which, if you guys have been keeping up with our top 5s, I think you realize now that we're a huge fan of Charisma properties. They're going to have gourmet, all-inclusive food. The kids can have, freshly made yogurt in the morning and smoothies all throughout the day. 24-hour room service, which can make them spoiled rotten. But I was really impressed with the kids club here. They have a huge My Gym, and then they have the Azulitos, so they have a contract with Fisher-Price. And the teens club there was phenomenal as well. Another thing I like about the Azul Sensatori, or whatever you want to call it,
this week,
they try to incorporate the families. So they'll try to do different themed activities throughout the day where they encourage mom and dad to come and hang out. Like they'll have sandcastle making contests, ice cream parties. They have movies under the stars on the beach in the evenings. So some just really cool components there. So the Azul Beach Riviera Cancun makes my number 2.
And better than Grand Velas.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay, just asking.
Well, the kids program, I would say so, yes.
All right. What's your number 2?
I was just pondering that. I'm like, yeah, that is interesting. My number 2 is also a Charisma property, not in Mexico, and it's not in Azul. It's the Nickelodeon Resort in Punta Cana. I like properties that, like with Dreams, you also have access to The Secrets, which is adults only right next door. With the Alani in Hawaii, it's not Disney to an extreme. It is Disney, but it's done well. Like Adventures by Disney, it's not, I don't know, again, you get the experience of those characters, but it's not, there's not long lines, and it's not, I don't know, cheesy or too much. So anyways, the Nickelodeon Resort, there is character dining with Ninja Turtles and SpongeBob, and they have, but it's done well. They're not, I don't know, not everything, there's not murals all throughout the resort, and they're not on the beach and everywhere. It might be like, oh, you see a character at breakfast, and that's it. And they do have some really nice adult-only restaurants. They also have villas, which are they're in the shape of a pineapple, which is fun, but when you go inside, it's a nice 2-bedroom villa. They have swim-up suites. The food is good. The beach is beautiful. And we still have, flying into Punta Cana is still a fairly easy gateway. So there's a lot of convenient flights, which for me, when I think about traveling with kids, any age, non-stops, and just a quick flight to me makes a big difference too.
Agreed.
Nice. And what is your number 1?
Oh, okay. My number 1 is going to be Royal Caribbean's Oasis class ships.
Wow.
I thought about putting that on my list, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think Royal Caribbean, all the major cruise lines are doing a great job with their kids clubs these days. They're always trying to one-up each other. So most of them, Norwegian, Carnival, Disney, they're all fantastic. But Royal Caribbean's Oasis class ships make my number 1. They are huge, 28,700 square feet. Let that
sink in.
sink
The ship itself is a destination.
Yeah, yes,
they
that's
do
so true.
stop at different islands, but the ship itself, when you have a day at sea, there's ice skating rinks, and they have boardwalks, and there's a central park area. The ship is like its own moving island.
Yes, normally on a cruise you come back and you talk about the destinations, but when you go on a Royal Caribbean Oasis class ship, one of the first things that you talk about when you get back is the actual ship itself. It is mind-blowing. They do a fantastic job. It's complimentary from 6:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. They'll have different themed parties for the teenagers, like White Night, Prom Night. They have DJ parties. They have some really cool like little adventures they go on together as a group. Like Vicki said, they have the ice skating rink to themselves. They have the flow rider, the sports pool, rock climbing wall. So yeah.
And does Royal Caribbean, is that Pixar that I'm thinking of? I'm trying to think of what characters kids would see.
Yes.
I think it is Pixar.
It is Pixar.
Yeah.
Like Shrek. That
Yeah,
was
and
on there
Madagascar.
too. So DreamWorks.
Yeah, Madagascar.
Yeah.
Yeah, DreamWorks. Yeah, DreamWorks probably more than Pixar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. What is your number 1?
For my number 1, I am going back to the Riviera Maya because you have super convenient flights from a ton of different gateways. From Dallas, it's barely a 2.5-hour flight. From Chicago, it's about a 3.5-hour flight. And then a 30-minute transfer, and you're there. So it's super easy. And if you're traveling with infants or toddlers, that makes a big difference. And once you're there, you don't have to pack much because they have bottle warmers,
everything.
changing tables, pack and plays, strollers. They have adorable little baby Terry bathrobes. I like the baby monitors being there because if you are in a swim out suite, you can put them down for a nap right there, and you have the monitor, and you're still in a pool, but you're right there, and it's oceanfront, and you have the view, and of course, gourmet food.
Where is it? Which one is
Generations.
Generations, okay.
Oh my goodness,
okay.
Generations Riviera Maya. All oceanfront suites, 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, and you don't have to bring much for kids, and they have things for infants, toddlers, preteens, and teens. And then for teens and adults, if you want to venture outside of the resort itself, again, the destination as a whole has so much to do and so much to offer. I feel like that's one place where you can go back a dozen times and do a different excursion each time and have a completely different experience.
There you go. Love Generations. Absolutely love it. This wasn't my pick, but you mentioned the Nickelodeon in Punta Cana. Bet you $1 that this time next year, that one's blown out of the water by the Nickelodeon that Joe and Dolores are building next to Generations. That one's going to be, you were talking about water parks.
Oceanfront suites,
well, you talked about water parks earlier.
parks.
He's putting in a serious water park there. That's what's holding it up. The resort's moving at a fast pace. They've had to slow down getting the permits for the water park because it's so big. There's so much stuff. He built a bigger one than Nickelodeon.
He's talking about the
Has
new
to-
Nickelodeon resort that's
Yeah,
going to be
right
going
next
in
to
next door
Generations.
to Generations
Yeah.
at El Dorado.
That
It's gonna be amazing.
Joe Martinez and Dolores are building. My number one, back to the cruise world. You did Royal Caribbean, I'm doing Disney. And Disney has a fantastic program and kind of the,
Forgive me, Disney Ocean, Disney Cruise Line,
right,
not
Disney Cruise
River
Line.
Cruises.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Disney Cruise Line, great kids program, and the thing they got that as far as the kids go, just kind of blows their mind are all the characters, and there's so much that they can draw from with the characters and the themes. And it's been a while, but when we took my daughter on it, it's hard getting her out of there. It really was. You're wanting to have somewhere that your kids want to go, but man, she loved that thing. But yeah, they have the computers, they have the video games, they've got characters. It's just the kids have a
With
blast.
characters on those ships, it's not just Mickey Mouse. I mean, they
No.
have Marvel. They have
Yeah.
some really cool, fun
Yeah, that's right,
things
because
that
Disney
come out.
owns everything now.
Right.
They have their own
Marvel.
private island.
One of the ships has like the team thing is designed after Star Wars, like the
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it's
a lot of
great.
parents that have fun with like the Star Wars themed bars and
Sure,
different things
absolutely,
that are on board as
absolutely.
well.
But yeah, no, it's a great experience. That Disney does things right, and it's a very, very good program.
Well, and their ships tend to be newer. They're a little bit more high tech. Like your bracelets activate different things on board, and on average, their cabin sizes are a little bit larger than, say, Carnival or some other ships. They have newer and more, in my opinion, high-tech ships than
Sure.
some other ocean liners.
Yeah. So anyway, we left some great things on the board, but I was surprised how much crossover we had. I really thought we were all going to go in different directions. Anyway, it's a good.
I like that
good
we
one.
had Disney, but
We had
not a
Disney.
single property at Walt Disney World or Disneyland. There are
Yeah,
other
that's
Disney
more of
options.
a you take the kids with you type thing in that one, rather than
Right.
I mean, you don't want to leave them in the club while you go in the kids club while you go ride rides. How was your day, Jimmy? So anyway, thank you for joining us, and look forward to joining us again next time on the Lazy Travel Top 5 video.